Hello, this is Lady Boulay, and I hope you're having a beautiful day. Thank you for your support. Thank you for subscribing to the channel. Thank you for your comments, and thank you for your thumbs up. Thank you for all you do to support the channel. And yes, we are commanded to love one another, whether we want to or not, or whether we agree with each other or not. And I brought back 75 and Lower as my introductory music just for the ones who remember it, for the ones who've been with me since I started this channel. So once in a while, I just have a feeling of nostalgia and I bring back 75 and Lower, and some of the new viewers like 75 and Lower too. So I'll switch it up. So today I'm looking at second and third generation non-white immigrants. And some of them have been able finally to figure out how this country works. And they're realizing that they're never going to be white. So listen to this.
I'm not sure what it's going to take for my people to truly realize that we're not welcome here. And it really doesn't matter whether you were born here or not. We're all looked at the same. Now, if you're Indian and you're watching this, you know as much as I do that we have a lot of similarities and we have a lot of disconnects. As descendants of a nation that was once colonized, we tend to whitewash a lot. And that is a truly strange phenomenon that happens. As someone that looks like, speaks like, and basically has the same story as Vivek Ramaswamy, I can let you know right now that this is nothing new. It doesn't matter what your accent sounds like. It doesn't matter what you believe in. It doesn't even matter how rich you are. The point that I'm trying to make is that no matter how hard we try, we're never going to be them. And this is nothing different than what other minority groups go through in this country. Whether you're black, whether you're Mexican, whether you're Asian, whether you're Indian, it doesn't matter. We'll always be seen as the lackey, and as soon as they don't need us anymore, we're gone. And the faster that we realize that, the better it'll be.
Well, you see what I mean? They're coming to realize that it doesn't matter if they distance themselves from Black people, if they play up to white people, because if they play up to white people, you get somebody like Kash Patel. Kash Patel is Indian, and he is the FBI director who is terrified that he's going to be fired any day. The second thing is that Kash Patel is a Hindu, and he sent a message earlier in the year and said, Happy Diwali to the Hindus, which is something like a festival of lights or something like that, they say it is. And the racists, the white right-wing racists, attacked him online. They posted under that tweet, go back home and worship your sand demons. Reject this false religious Diwali nonsense. Not the brightest idea to promote foreign gods in the Christian nation of America. A hellish celebration. And there were calls for Hindus to be deported. Now that's what he got just for wishing the Hindus this festival of light season or whatever it is. It was a harmless tweet, and that's what they got out of it. Freedom of religion is protected under the First Amendment of the Constitution of the United States. All you can do as a minority in the United States government is be a lackey for white people, just like he said. Even if Ramaswamy wins the governor of Ohio, which he has won the Republican primary, and even if he wins in the general election, all he's going to be is somebody like Tim Scott. Tim Scott is a black Republican, and Ramaswamy will be an Indian Republican. But you'll still be doing everything the white people want you to do. So I don't know. Maybe that's enough for them. I don't know. But that's the way it is. But I looked it up. Why do people who come from colonized countries try to imitate the colonizer instead of being their authentic selves? And this is what I got. The short answer is because colonization doesn't end when the colonizers leave. It lingers in the minds, in the institutions, and in the reward systems. India was colonized by the British for 190 years of straight out colonization, and then another 100 and something years something like Jim Crow. So it's about 300 years. So colonization teaches people that power equals the oppressor's culture. So 300 years is enough time to really get into the minds of people and start ruling them. When a group has been dominated for centuries, the colonizer's language, religion, beauty standards, and social norms get framed as civilized, advanced, successful, and the path to opportunity. So even after independence, many people internalize the idea that proximity to the colonizer equals safety and success. It's about generational conditioning. Well, one thing I'll say about the Indians, and it's to their credit, they did not let the British colonize them with Christianity. Most Indians are Hindus. Islam is next, and Christianity comes in at a very low third place with 2.3% of Indians as Christians. British colonizers rewarded imitation and punished authenticity. Under British rule, Indians who spoke English, dressed British, or adopted British customs were given better jobs, more legal protection, more social mobility, and more access to education. Meanwhile, those who stayed rooted in their own culture were often treated as backwards. That system didn't disappear, it just modernized. So the Indians who come here are doing what they did in their own country. They are adopting the colonizers, or in our case, the white supremacist attitudes. Now, there is some reward in selling yourself and your people out, but is it worth it? That's the question. Even today, in India and other formerly colonized nations, English is still tied to elite status. So you still got to be speaking English to be in high society in some of those countries. Lighter skin is favored. We already know that. Western education is prized. We know that too. And Western approval is treated as validation. And that is believable. These are colonial leftovers, not natural cultural preferences. So immigrants carry hierarchies with them. We didn't know that, but we know it now. When some Indians come to the United States, they arrive with colonial era beliefs about race, and that's why they don't like black people. Internalized admiration for whiteness, internalized distance from blackness, a belief that success means aligning with the dominant group. And that's why they distance themselves from us. So when they try to assimilate, they often follow the same blueprint colonization taught them: blend in with power and distance yourself from the group that society mistreats. This is not unique to Indians, it's a global post colonial pattern. So when we ask, why don't anybody like us? It's because these people have been colonized and they bring the colonizer's mindset with them. And there is nothing we can do about it but stand back and watch them crash and burn. Because in America, white people are not going to accept them as white. The end. Now, this is something that I want Black Americans to think about because I think it's something that we haven't thought about. Many formerly colonized groups never healed from the humiliation of being dominated. Instead of confronting that pain, they try to outrun it by imitating the dominator. They are unhealed, so they try to act towards us the way their oppressor acted towards them. So when these immigrants, and let's throw Africans in with that too, come to the United States, they try to act like white people. They try to place us at the bottom of the hierarchy, a hierarchy that we never agreed to because Black Americans have never been at the bottom of anything. We built culture, we shaped democracy, we defined the sound, the style, the language, and the moral compass of this country. We are not a bottom caste or at the bottom. We are the cornerstone. And that's what they learned the hard way. Okay, y'all. Thank you for listening and have a good day.